Yeah, bro, not just that, it's highlighted. Like, the way the media is set up, the way the news is set up, you would not go a day without hearing something bad. You know what I'm saying? So they're feeding, just like how we was babies and we watch the news about, for instance, Africa. They will feed us the injustice and the unnecessary views of a location. So with our news today, and that's why we don't really watch the news, but we got social media, so the news still pops up.
Right.
But they showing us what people are doing to other people, and they're, and in some sort of fashion, they're highlighting it in a way where it's kind of normal.
Right.
And we're like, yo, that is not what it's like back. Like, it's not normal, dog. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 100K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hey bosses, it's Pay Information Boss. You might already know that the US is the most gun-owning country in the world. But did you know that the Philippines belongs to one of the least gun-restrictive countries in Asia? It's estimated that there are approximately 4 million firearms in the Philippines, many of which are owned illegally. But how common are gun-related crimes in the Philippines, and what do Filipinos think about guns? Our Asian Boss reporter hit the streets of Manila to find out.
Hello po kuya, gaano po kadalas nakakita po kayo ng baril sa pampublikong lugar?
Kadalasan kasi dahil sa mga pulis lang, sa pulis nakakita ako. Kung magpunta tayo sa mga public places, may mga pulis naman, siyempre may baril din.
Kadalasan po kasi, karamihan po ng mga sibilyan, nagtatago na rin po ng mga baril na hindi po lisensyado.
Yung mga nakikita tayong mga gwardiya tulad ng mga pinapasokan natin. Opisina, school.
Sa mga mall po, mga ganyan. Sa mga malalaking tindahan po. Yung mga security guard din po.
Why do you think there are so many security guards with guns everywhere in the Philippines? Meron po bang dahilan kung bakit?
Ano po, for safety purposes po, mga ganon. Halimbawa po, yung biglaang pag-hold up, ganyan po, mga carnapping, yung biglaang pagpasok sa mga malalaking tindahan.
Madalas po ba na nangyayari?
Ano po, sa mga matataong lugar, halimbawa sa mga syudad, mga ganun po, madalas po talaga.
Iniiwasan and prevention din sa mga pagnanakaw o robbery sa mga particular establishments. Minsan, may mga delicate tayong establishment like bangko, and of course, kinakailangan mag-carry ng mga security guards natin dahil kadalasan ang pumapasok sa mga ganyan, mga armed criminals din talaga.
Kapag nakakita ka ng mga security guards na may dalang baril, pakiramdam mo bang ligtas ka?
Hindi rin, hindi mo po masasabi ngayon sa ngayon Kasi meron ring polis na yung pag may dalang baril mainit.
Yes.
Okay.
Bakit?
So, on one hand, they're saying that, they have a higher presence of police and security guards who carry.
Yeah.
But the other man said that some of them get hot-headed. So he'd rather them not have it. AKA he'd rather them not have it all the time. In terms of us, like in our neighborhood, we can go a few days without seeing a cop. They're not stationed everywhere. So
Right. They're not hugging the block.
Right. But we have lived in neighborhoods where maybe you see them every few feet.
True. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Kasi yun yung tungkulin nila protektahan tayo
Hindi.
Bakit?
Kasi minsan, kahit inosente kang tao, pwedeng matamaan ka ganon. Kahit hindi mo naman kasalanan.
There's a sense of security, especially in areas where there's a lot of crime going on. In the Philippines, there's areas that we actually have presence of police officers. The visibility itself is required there so that the criminal elements will attempt to do bad things in the area.
Opo, ligtas po. Pakiramdam ko po, naligtas ako. Pero kadalasan po, Meron po mga security guard po kasi na hindi po marunong humawak ng mga baril.
A lot of people have
Kaya
that concern.
minsan po nagkakaroon din po ng pag-aalinlangan po.
May kakilala ka ba na merong baril?
Meron po, pinsan namin. Kasi sundalo.
Why would you tell that? Why would you say that? It was a simple yes or no question. Oh my, I would. Okay, so like with officers, you think when you see one, you know, the root of them is to protect and serve and give, you know, justice to the community when things are going on. And another thing is so they can show the level of, not just to do, or I think this is another thing, to show a level of intimidation to criminals who may feel like they can come around these parks at night or in the mornings or midday to do something that doesn't need to be done, to hurt, steal, or, you know, do something that don't need to be done. But at the end of the day, again, like the youth is saying, and I'm looking at them as youth, you know what I'm saying, or the young men, they're saying that they don't feel comfortable when they see officers with guns, simply because, again, not just for the criminals, but just for society to stay in order. It's also a level of intimidation.
Yeah, and some of them are hot-headed, and especially like here, when you deal with someone who may not like your kind, you know, that's a scary situation. Like, if I choke in front of you or something, would you help me?
Right.
Or would you just watch me choke? You know?
How long would it take for you to hit the radio?
Yeah.
Binigay yun sa kanila, hindi naman sa kanila talaga yun. Ina-point yun sa kanila pero may responsibilidad sila sa baril na yun. Hindi basta-basta. Hindi yun binibigay basta-basta sa kanila.
Mas marami, mga friends ko na businessman, mostly kasi, most of the time, the criminals, ang tina-target niyan, most likely to be a target ng mga businessman. Siyempre, may pera, kung ano yung resources mo, kayamanan, kung ano pa man pwede nilang makuha sa'yo. So, ang prevention o pwedeng deterrent is number 1 talaga, gun.
Ikaw ba, meron kang baril?
Wala po.
Wala po. Bakit wala?
Wala po akong rights para humawak ng baril.
Ayun din po. Tsaka ayoko rin po makahawak din ng baril dahil delikado nga rin po ito.
I do own guns. I sell firearms. So I've been exposed to firearms.
You ask a gun shop owner, do you own the gun?
Right.
I would not expect for him to say no, bro.
I would think so.
I would think so, 100%. Look at the background if you haven't noticed.
Yeah. Now, I feel like those type of guns don't need to be out and about. I mean, I do understand hunters.
Yeah, that's not a hunting gun, though.
But
That's not a hunting gun.
it's not.
That's artillery.
Well, what they need it for?
Those carry many magazines.
But what do an average person need that for?
Ask the average
They
person.
don't. They
Ask the
don't.
average- I don't even think an average person would have one. Ain't it illegal to carry one? Yeah, it's supposed to be illegal to have one like that.
Yeah.
I mind my business, y'all.
Since I was a young boy, because my father was serving in the military.
It's military.
Nakagamit na po ba kayo ng baril?
Yes, we have training for tactical na pwede rin i-impart sa mga law enforcer and security guards. That is why, kami mismo,
Alright, so you say guns like that. You didn't say those was used for hunting purposes, but I'm just thinking out loud. Like if they was to go hunting with a AR, bro, they'll obliterate their food.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be no more, like the animal wouldn't even be standing at all. There would be pieces everywhere. Hunters usually take like one shot. That sends out many.
I don't know what type of gun it was.
mga trainer, kinakailangan namin masanay sa paghawak ng baril. And may mga times na for personal security na rin.
Parang pag meron ka, may dala ka, pakiramdam mo ba, ay safe na ako kasi meron akong baril? Parang,
Hindi.
bakit hindi?
Feeling ko hindi ako safe pag may baril. Hindi ako marunong.
So,
Hindi rin kasi pag ang tao may panahon na mainit ang ulo, lalo kung meron kang ganon, mas lalo kang mag-init at hindi mo na makontrol sarili mo, baka makapatay ka pa.
they don't need guns.
Kaya mas maiging wala na lang.
Madali ba magbubili ng baril sa Pilipinas?
Sa tingin ko po, opo, madali lang po, lalo na kung kakilala mo po yung magbebenta sa'yo. Kasi kahit po wala kang license para sa baril is pagbebenta ang ka pa rin niya.
Sobrang dali kasi maraming illegal na baril eh.
Ayun nga, madaming illegal. Kaya mabilis makakuha ng baril.
Ano ba ang kinakailangan para makabili ng baril?
Pera po.
Pera. Connection.
Actually, hindi siya madali. Okay? Kasi unang-una, mag-a-apply ka ng LTAP. And then, pagkakuha mo, pag nakapili ka na ng baril na gusto mo, i-apply mo pa yan for PTC. Dadaan ka sa Euro examinations. Titignan kung yung capacity ng psychological na meron ka, kung fit ka mag-carry ng baril.
They have to be
Bro, did we
over 20.
preach
That's
that?
it right there.
Did we preach that all the time?
That's it right there.
That's it.
The title of this video is Why the Philippines Has a Lot of Guns But Few Mass Shootings. That was the answer.
Mm-hmm.
That was the answer.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Yeah.
21 years old, legal age. They have to be a Filipino citizen and they have to be a taxpayer. So you also have to go through a drug test. You have to go through a gun safety seminar.
Who usually buy guns at your shop? What types of people are your customers?
I would say about 70% of the market here are actually law enforcement or government-related individuals. There are some that are collectors. Then there's also sports shooter. So the Filipinos have been very competitive in terms of sports shooting.
Tinataya na may 4 na milyong baril ang nasa Pilipinas. Kabilang dito ay nakuha sa iligal na paraan. Bakit sa tingin mo pangkaraniwan na ang magkaroon ng baril sa Pilipinas?
Siguro po iniisip ng ibang tao na para sa seguridad din po yun. Pero para sa akin po, ayon sa mga nakikita ko, para po yun sa, kumbaga, pag may armas ka po o baril, iisipin ng mga tao, meron kang power over sa kanila.
Madalas po kasi dito sa Pilipinas, lalo na sa Maynila, nagkakaroon ng maraming kaaway, ganun. Nagkakaroon kasi ng mga mga bantaan, mga death threat, lalo na kung nasa alanganing sitwasyon ka, kunwari may utang ka, kung may may natapakan kang tao.
It's usually used for self-defense. When you say self-defense, you can just shoot the attacker and then run back. You don't have to. That's one of the things that we teach here. If there.
Yes, and self-defense, that's the one reason.
Many have guns.
Yeah. Unfortunately, here in the U.S., we have people who should not have it.
Nah.
Should not have it. We need. Look, I don't want to get into the politics. Self-defense. I agree with that.
It's a problem. Don't engage. If you can go away peacefully, go for that.
We also heard that there are many guns held illegally by Filipinos. How do they get those guns?
It's really mostly criminals who are desperate, who cannot get legal firearms that are actually, involved or know around these areas. But for us, we really don't know much.
Napabalita sa taong ito lamang, 2022, ay merong higit pa sa 600 kaso ng pamamaril ng 3 o higit pang katao sa Estados Unidos. Ito ay nangyari sa Amerika at hindi sa bansa nating Pilipinas. Bakit sa tingin mo pangkaraniwan na ang kaso ng pamamaril ng 3 o higit pang katao sa bansang Amerika, yung tinatawag nilang mass shootings?
Dahil po, ayon sa mga nababasa ko at napapanood ko, hindi po masyado natututukan ng pagbili ng mga baril. Meron pong isang case yung sa Uvalde.
Bakit mo nasabing mas madaling bumili ng baril sa Amerika?
Kasi halos lahat po ng nakikita ko, halos lahat po ng population sa Amerika meron pong baril.
Sa na yan, parang ng pamamaril or pamaril ng tao, parang may diferensya na sa utak yan. Kung regarding man yung madali lang bumili ng baril, walang kinalaman yan sa tao na po yan. Problema na po yan sa tao.
Sa Pilipinas, pangkaraniwan ang pagdala ng pagkakaroon ng baril. Pero bakit bihira sa bansa natin ang mga kasong pamamaril ng 3 o higit pang katao na nangyayari sa Amerika? Ba't sa atin walang ganun?
Yun nga po, yun po nga. Tayong mga Pilipino, hindi naman tayo basta-basta bumaril ng tao kung wala namang sapat na kailangang barilin siya, na ebidensya. Yun, dugo na natin yan. Sa ibang bansa, hindi natin maihambing ang ating kultura dahil tayo may respeto tayo sa buhay ng tao. Yung
Man.
sinasabing pagmamamaril,
It is demonic.
yun ay
Very
kademonyuhan
demonic.
act na yan.
Yeah, bro.
Siguro
Not
po,
just that. It's highlighted. Like the way the media is set up, the way the news is set up. You would not go a day without hearing something bad. You know what I'm saying? So they're feeding, just like how we was babies and we watched the news about, for instance, Africa. They will feed us the injustice and the unnecessary views of a location. So with our news today, and that's why we don't really watch the news, but we got social media, so the news still pops up.
Right.
But they showing us what people are doing to other people, and they're, and in some sort of fashion, they're highlighting it in a way where it's kind of normal.
Right.
And we're like, yo, that is not what it's like back. Like, that's not normal, dog. That's not normal at all.
sa seguridad na rin po. Yung pagbabantay sa mga sa mga pampubliko kaya wala masyadong namamatay, nababaril. Kumbaga talagang naging maingat po yung mga seguridad natin sa bansa.
Sa mga establishments po natin, meron po tayong yung i-scan po yung bag nyo, tapos may dadaan po kayo para po, kahit po sa LRT, sa stations, may mga security something po, machines po para po maiwasan po yung mga ganong sakuna po.
It has to do with mental health, I think. And Filipinos, in a sense, are very mentally tough. Why? Because we grew up in an environment that you have to, work every day just to survive. There's no government coupons to support us. There's not much money going around between other people, and we really have to work for what we have. So yeah, it's I don't think there's really mass shootings here. Maybe syndicated crimes, but that's another story.
May mga kaso ba ng krimen tungkol sa pamamaril sa ating bansa?
Meron naman. Nababalita naman yan sa ating mga sa mga news eh. Usually na-related sa mga sa drugs, sa syndicates, mga ganon. Opo, mayroong ganon.
Kapag lasing. Kasi, minsan kasi 'di ba, yung kainuman mo, nakita ko nun sa balita. Pinatay niya yung kainuman niya siguro sa sobrang galit. Hindi, kinuha niya yung baril, pinatay niya yung kainuman niya.
Mga homicide, may mga murder, away pamilya, mga nagbabawian, ganun. Madali mabayaran ng pagpatay ng tao. Tulad nga niyang mga hitman na yan, bayaran mo lang siguro ng magkano yan, papatayan ng kahit.
That's crazy. On your family, revenge on your family? Just paying somebody?
Yeah.
It's all bad.
I don't know. This conversation is it's another conversation by itself. Like, it's literally a conversation by itself. So.
Yeah, but it's nice to see what people in other countries feel about it.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
really like the older man with the mask. He's like, we're not even gonna compare ourselves with the United States because they respect human life. I love everybody's point of view. I get it. I do. I get everybody's point of view.
Yeah.
Ilan sa pamamagitan ng mga baril.
This happens in the poorest places where people actually have no choice but to look for any kind of work in order to survive. So sometimes, they do illegal things, not just guns, I think anywhere else when there's extreme poverty and no opportunity to grow.
Paano mo pinoprotektahan?
Let me say this. So,
excuse me.
We're from the rougher neighborhoods, and now, thank God, we're in a better place in life. But I can say this: when I lived in the hood, I didn't fear mass shootings.
Never.
Like I do now in the suburbs. That's scary. I did not fear that. Now I know that there were shootouts, but it wasn't to people.
Mm-hmm.
It was to the rivals, and I'm not saying that is okay. None of it is okay. But I'm just saying I just didn't fear it.
People wasn't pulling up to tat 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 every doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was like between A and B.
Right.
Back in, you know what I'm saying, how it was with us. And I'm just saying, I've never had to wake up in the morning and had to fear, you know what I'm saying, those type of incidents, other than, knowing if someone had a beef going on, I would stay away from it because that's their issue. That's their heated discussion they're going to end up having someday. And I don't want to be in the midst of anything. They was taught us never be in a line of fire.
Right.
So, you just got to stay away from certain things. But when you're in public and you have these locations where people look like they're living their best life. They have no worries, and then a random act just happened, and you got screaming at everybody running. Oh,
it's
G.
like,
nah.
Where can you go at this point? I'm speaking of here. I'm not speaking of the Philippines. I'm like, it's happening at church. It's happening at the movie theater. It's happening at the
stores. Yep.
Everywhere.
Yep. But they do say that there's security, and I don't think it's more surveillance with them. I think it's actual seeing people with security. You know what I'm saying? It's like they seeing that the security is there. They're monitoring. They're standing there posted.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying?
Come up in here.
It's not too many. It's not. They're not. It's not too many people in their vehicles. They're actually in the street. So you're gonna see me type of energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They make a difference.
Big facts.
Ang iyong sarili para hindi sa'yo mangyari yung mga ganong kaso.
Sinasigurado ko po na once po pupunta po sa establishment is may proper security po, may mga CCTV po, may mga guards, mga ganun nga po, police po, or kapag po lalakad po ako sa matataong lugar po ako lagi. Or kahit na stay low-key lang po, hindi po masyadong nagdadamit ng maayos kapag po crowded place po or public places po para po masigurado ko po yung safety ko.
Bakit mo naman nasabi ito? Ano naman kung magdamit ka ng magarbo?
I mean po kasi kapag po yung yung may mga weapons po tapos sila po, yung balak po nila is magnakaw po. Siyempre po yung tatargetin po nila dun is yung sa tingin po nilang nag-stand out sa crowd. Yung worth it na siguro, sa tingin nila worth it manakawan. Pag ganong sitwasyon po, ganon po, sa tingin ko lang po.
Hindi naman po natin kailangan ng ng baril o anumang kontrabando para maproteksyon na natin yung sarili natin. Siguro kailangan lang po natin talaga lang laging mag-ingat. Laging maging alisto. Tsaka laging to-maintain sa paligid. Ang pinakamagandang ingat dyan is wala kang tinatapakan tao. Tsaka wala kang nagiging kaaway. Ayun po yung magandang protection dyan.
Yeah.
I appreciate his response, but my thing is if
they say what we're gonna do with villages and
right, if there's bad people who have those things and they come to attack you, okay, I'm villaging, I see him, I'm fighting, but they brought that to a fist fight, you know. So
you gotta put the weapons on and pick up your hands and learn arts and things of that nature to defend yourself and protect your family.
Right, and I understand it. I'm just saying, like, a bullet gonna go through my hand. You know, I'm serious. Bruh. Like, it's either take it all away or control it. I understand it though. I know this is a very controversial topic.
It's juicy. Like, I could go in, but nah, I'm not.
May dapat bang gawin ng ating gobyerno para mapababa ang mga kasong krimen dulot ng pamamaril?
Ayun, yung lalo na checkpoint, maganda yung ginagawa nilang checkpoint kasi syempre pag may nakita nila armas, makikita nila kung may lisensya ba yun o wala, kung illegal man o hindi. Ayun.
Tama, sa checkpoint. Pero sa checkpoint kasi motor lang yun checkpoint nila eh. Dapat yung mga kotse rin kasi doon nakatago yung mga baril.
Ayun ang mga karamihan talaga yung yung kotse.
Kailangan dapat mag-partner yung civilian tsaka government natin, yung mga kapulisan. Kasi ang pulis hindi naman talaga kaya nga tangkulin nila, protektahan tayo eh. Hindi naman namamaril or sino man. Siyempre, kailangan mag-partnership ang civilian tsaka police o soldier o ano man na may karapatang naghawak o umawak ng baril.
Nasa gobyerno din po and nasa tao din po siya since kunwari po pag nasa government ka is dapat sure na po na dapat aware sila kung paano hawakan yung baril and sa tao naman po is dapat na maging aware din po sila or magkaroon ng sariling isip din po sa paggamit nito.
Man, listen, we got people that mistaken their cuffs for guns. We got people who mistaken your masculinity as a threat. We got people who mistaken your intelligence, you know what I'm saying, as something like you trying to make them feel like they're lower. We got real weak mental people in this life, like in this state, like not our state, but like in general, like weak-minded folk, bro, in life, real talk.
Yeah.
And it's like nowhere around that type of stuff because all this stuff happens since an infant, like since a child.
Right.
But I do agree that people need to have those mindsets. Like they need to check their mindset, go through some courses to make sure they are eligible to carry, eligible to treat certain situations, eligible to be in certain environments. I heard one lady said that she understands why certain people act the way they act because she can handle their personality. Some people can't handle personality, so they instantly think that what they're doing is a big issue, and it's kind of like it's a big conflict that's just waiting to happen. In general, you're just not built for that type of environment. And you get out. Yourself.
Like we can learn a lot from them, you know. We shouldn't have to live in fear like this. You know, it's crazy. I feel like we need to, first of all, put in place the mental screenings, and not just that, have it every so often. We have to go take the whole thing over or some part of it over. And I know some people may not like that, but I feel like in order to find the threat, find the weakness of the people who legally have these guns, that's how we weed out the bad.
Yeah, and I also think that we shouldn't have to live in such a cautious environment. Like, why we have to walk on eggshells in life, just to go be a part of an event, be a part of anything, like go to the mall, go to the Walmart, go to the church, like anything. We shouldn't have to walk on eggshells about this stuff, and be prepared to do the worst if something happens.
Yeah, I agree. This is a very, very touchy topic, especially here in the United States. So let's keep it positive. If you're not coming to, share your constructive, positive thoughts on how things can be better.
Right, we're building. We're not tearing down. We're building. People got to understand that. People come in the comment section and they're quick to tear, and you're left with nothing but your opinion, and no one really want to hear that at that point no more because you didn't add nothing. You didn't add no value to it. So if you're coming over to add value, to help build, and to pour into the people, this is your platform, and we'd love to hear your opinion.
Right. So, yes, we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request form is in our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.